Hello from
Hi!
Clutter and Chaos.
And Sophia running past every
Yes.
once in a while.
Can't see her though.
She will
moving
shake the
around.
camera though.
So it's been a while.
Not as long as it has been in the past.
True.
I mean,
But
only a month or two? Month and a half? I don't know.
so we've been keeping busy without keeping busy because the virus, the lockdowns, the everything.
Yep.
So here we are.
Yes.
So I guess we'll get started. Finished objects. I have zero finished objects. How about you?
I have two. The amazing rainbow socks are done. Very rainbowy all the way up. And then
Long socks, not like you normally
yes, they are very long because I wanted to get all the colors repeated twice. Well, two repeats of all the colors, except I ended a little short on the purple because I tried it on and it was getting a little tight, but yeah. So that was one finished object. And the second finished object, which is in an adorable box, is the Baby Flex Light. It's got 2 sleeves now.
Yes.
Very tiny, very adorable.
It's not for anybody in
No.
particular yet. She's just stocking up for when people have children, then she's got presents.
Yeah.
Pre-made.
Yeah, then I don't have to knit on a deadline.
This is true.
Because I don't do well with that.
Okay, well, shall we go on to whips?
Okay.
Whips means works in progress. I have a sock, a long overdue sock. I did the first sock, around Thanksgiving? And I sent it to the person, Alex. And this is sock number 2. We are finally finishing up sock number 2. It's full of danglies and things here and there, but it's got about 3 more inches to go, and then it'll be done.
Yay!
Which is a lot less than you think it is. I just could not focus. I lost my focus entirely after we got the puppies, and
You didn't lose your focus,
Yeah.
they just stole it.
All right, they stole
Like, you
my
were
focus.
focusing on the puppies.
Yes, I was focusing on the puppies and training the puppies and getting the puppies to sleep through the night and go to the bathroom outside. And we're still working on going to the bathroom outside, but mostly good. We're mostly good there. Anyway, do you want to do one of yours?
Okay. In my awesome patch bag with Wonder Woman holding the Master Sword from Zelda is a giant mess. Not as messy as it has been. Let's see, this side is less tangly. It is the Kiruna lace shawl. You know the one we started way back in... When was that?
May.
May. Less than a year ago.
Yep. We started them. It was a contest online, and I finished mine like the night before the end of the contest, and she's still
It'll get done eventually.
plugging away, and it's getting done.
Yeah.
She's
I'm like
actually done a
halfway
lot
through
lately.
the lace.
How much have you done this week?
Like 5 or 6 rows.
Yeah, and these are, it's like
It's long.
200,
It's long.
300 stitches
So long. All crunched up on one side and just.
Yeah, but it's got a
long.
really pretty lace pattern. So we'll see how it comes out when it's finished. I'm sure
It's
it'll
gonna
be
get finished
pretty.
and blocked.
Yep. Now is that superwash?
Yes.
Which means it stretches. Is that what?
Yep.
It is? Superwash stretches. Yeah. Yeah, I think mine was superwash because I got it wet and it instantly doubled in size. I was like, whoa, this was not what I had in mind at all. Okay, my next one is, and so you know, right now, I am determined to finish up all my whips before I start a new project. So these are the whips that have to be finished. The first one is that black sock. Number 2 to finish is going to be Dad's vest.
Mm-hmm.
And where am I on the vest? I have started the neck on the vest. We are decreasing for the, oh, where are we? Here we go. We are decreasing on one side for the V-neck, which is here, and the armholes, which are over here. So it's kind of hard to tell, but it's coming along. A little bit slowly, but it is coming along, and it is very pretty. And he might enjoy it next winter because it's already getting warm. We'll talk about the weather after we finish. Did you have another one?
I do. I have one more work in
That was
progress
number
because
2.
I am also trying to finish things up before starting anything new. And that is a mess of yarn. Very messy yarn. Let's see. And I believe you saw this last time. It was in the middle of the row. It is still in the middle of the row.
Oh.
I have not worked on it at all. But it is the butterfly shawl with all the pretty colors. Woo. Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. My next work in progress. I had started and didn't get anywhere. Didn't get hardly anywhere with it, but this is another pair of socks. And well, it's all confused.
Do you need help?
Anyway, it is a sock. This one is for
Kit.
it. And it is purple, and it is, I'm at the heel.
Oh.
So now I have to figure out how to do the heel. I got to follow special instructions because I'm doing it in the round on a tiny, tiny little needle. I mean, look at how tiny this needle is. It's like 9 inches.
I mean, it's a 9-inch circular, so it should be 9 inches.
Right. Anyway, so one of the problems is I've been having arthritis issues with my thumb. And so that slows me down. And working with the tiny one, not happening. Anything else?
That is all my works in progress for knitting.
All right, I have one more that I'm going to finish before I start anything else, and that is, I'm sure you all remember.
From long ago.
If you're not new here, you would remember my Garden Gate sweater, which has thread all over it anyway. This is the Garden Gate sweater. Hold it back, and I am working on sleeve 1. I'm almost to the end. It's got that, and then I have to do sleeve 2. And yeah, there's sleeve 2, which is not there. So once I do that, and it actually doesn't take long once I settle to it. But I'm doing these one at a time.
Monogamous
and my plan,
knitter.
Yes, I've become a monogamous knitter to finish up all the whips. So that's the last one. And I'll have that ready by next winter too. So, all right. What else? Sewing.
Yes, I have been sewing some. I finished Kit's Christmas present. It was supposed to be done quite a long time ago. And I am almost finished with Tiffany's Christmas present, which again was, it's only a couple months late.
It's only March.
Gareth's Christmas present, which is also a sewing project, has not started yet, so he'll get it probably by Christmas, maybe.
Yeah. What about your quilt?
The quilt was finished for last time. I had a video of it on there. Yeah.
Okay, that's
The quilt is very nice still. It's very warm and cozy.
You've been talking about a new quilt.
Yes. I was looking at... Google has decided to recommend for me some quilt tutorial videos. And they got me looking at the Missouri Star Quilt Company or something like that. And they have some very pretty quilt kits. There's one that's like all rainbowy pineapples. And there's one like Positivity one that I liked, but all the letters were appliques, and Mom said that would not be a good idea.
Applique is fiddly and takes a long time.
Okay.
Especially if you haven't done it before. So,
Mm-hmm.
might not be the best thing to do a whole bunch of words, which have to be in straight lines, of course, and line after
You're right.
line.
I can't do anything straight.
So, there is that. Okay. So, other things.
For other making, I've been making charms lately. I can get them off the ground. I have a jar full of gummy bears.
You should take those out.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Very reflective in this little plastic jar. I don't know.
Hold one up.
Yeah. Little gummy bears.
There we go. There's the little gummy bears. All different colors.
Yep. And then there are also, let's see, where's a good one? Oh, I don't have any of the big ones. The color I want. Mushroom charms. Yes. Some of them are red with the white dots. Like, it doesn't want to come out. I will get it. Okay, just a moment. There we go. I like this little one. Which way? Woo.
There you go.
Yeah. And that could be a
Move it
fly
back a
agaric
little.
mushroom, which is the Mario mushroom,
Oh.
because it's hallucinogenic and makes you think you're changing in size. It's also poisonous. But yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. Shall we talk
Alright.
about your garden plans?
Yes, we're still in the planning stage for my garden. I have all the seeds, and now I'm planning. In fact, today I'm going to plant some of the cold weather greens like spinach and kale and cabbage, things like that.
Things that only she wants to eat.
Yes, well, and so what I'm going to do is you put them in your things and you put them outside and you just set one of those big plastic containers on top of it, and it acts like a little greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to put something on top of it because it's very windy here. But that should get those started. I'm also going to start the tomatoes and the cucumbers. We have a new kind of cucumbber,
Yes.
thanks to Miss Gwen.
The
We are going to be
lemon
growing
cucumber.
Lemon cucumbers, yes. They don't taste like lemon, but they look like lemons.
Yes, they're little yellow, kind of round.
Yeah. And then I have some pickling cucumbers, and I have my regular green ones. I had no luck with cucumbers last year, so we'll see how it goes. Tomatoes, I have cherry tomatoes and regular tomatoes. Not going to do 20 plants this year, although, you know, the way things are going at the store, I might want 20 plants. I'd have to get people to come up and help me harvest. So, but yeah, that, and then we'll grow some broccoli. I'm thinking of getting a little mini greenhouse thing I saw over at Walmart to protect them from the dread cabbage butterfly thing that put worms all over my broccoli, and it was gone like overnight. Overnight, they ate everything overnight, and there were thousands of them. From nothing to thousands, I don't know. Anyway, and well,
Don't forget the other one.
what other one?
The loofah.
Oh, we're going to try to grow loofah this year. So we're going to grow that on the fence. You can eat loofah. Did anybody out there know you could eat loofah? When it is young, it is tender and succulent. I'm not seeing it, but we'll see. We'll see. So, and Gwen, your
My plants seem to
gardens?
be doing pretty well. My pineapple plant looks happy now that I've trimmed off all the dead leaves and stuff. And my zebra plant is thriving. It likes the little, low light and the not getting watered too often, so.
That works real well.
Yeah.
I like those kind of plants.
And I am trying to grow some lavender and catnip, but they haven't sprouted yet. And I'm not entirely sure they're going to. But I also have a new kiwi succulent plant that is in a little dino planter, and it's very cute.
Yep, that's true. And my house plants are mostly dead. I have some basil that has some secondary growth that's surviving. Well, that's new actually, and there it goes.
There it goes.
We're back.
Yes.
All right, so I guess our next thing to discuss is the trips we've been taking,
Yes.
which we won't be taking a whole lot of anymore. But,
Yeah.
Um,
We went over to West Virginia to visit a plant shop that opened there. That's actually where I got the kiwi succulent in its little dino planter.
it's a shop that's in Hinton, Virginia,
West Virginia.
West Virginia, and it was a very interesting trip. We were following Google. We had no idea where we were going, but we just kept going, doing what it said, and it got us there. Hinton is a very interesting town. I'm
Yeah.
very curious about it, but you can't get a lot out of Google. It's just very dry information. It looks like there's a lot of history to the town, but I can't get history up on Google. Apparently there was a big railroad accident and other kinds of stuff. There was a lot of railroads in Hinton. And so it's kind of interesting. But
Yeah.
that was fun. And the plant shop is a fairly new shop that opened up. They have mainly exotic plants.
Yes.
And so they're not cheap. Not cheap at all. But they also have a lot of little touristy knickknacks. They had keychains and they had little sachets and they had wax melts and things like that. So it was really a nice trip and we enjoyed it. It was long. How long did it take us?
An hour each way.
An hour each way. So it was pretty long.
Yeah.
Dad went on a trip down to Floyd on, was it a Sunday? I think it was a Sunday. And he really enjoyed that. He likes the bluegrass a lot. I would like to go too, but right now we can't leave the dogs and we can't take the dogs, so that's just how that goes. So he went and he had a good time. And then we were planning to go down to Chesterfield to drop off taxes, but the week we were getting the last of the tax stuff together, that's when the gas prices started going totally nuts. I don't know what gas is doing where you are, but gas here has just lost its mind. It has gone up about 80 cents since the beginning of Monday, since last Monday. 80 cents. It's ridiculous. So, anyway, we are now staying close to home, which is boring. It's kind of depressing because you retire, you think you're going to do all these things, and first we have COVID, and now we have prices so high you can't drive anywhere. I mean, it would cost us about $160 just to drive down to Chester and back. So I was like, no, we won't do that. Probably not. So it may be a while before anybody sees us. Let's see. So other than that, our day-to-day stuff is the puppies. The puppies are getting bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. Sophia, a month ago, Sophia weighed 43 pounds. Rupert weighed 41 pounds. They're due to go to the vet on Monday and get weighed again because I have to pick up their flea and heartworm medicine. I did the DNA test on Sophia. Sophia is an American Bully. She is an American Pit Bull Terrier. She is an American Staffordshire Terrier. She is an American Bulldog. She is a boxer. And she is a regular bulldog. So she is she's a mixed up mutt of bully breed dogs. So I don't know. I guess her brother is probably the same thing, but he looks much different from her. So I don't know if I'll ever do a DNA on him. But I was pretty pleased with the DNA, the company and all. They were Embark. And they did a good job. And it didn't take but so long. It took about 3 weeks. And they got me the results, and of course I'm inundated with, don't you want to upgrade and get the health results and all that, and I'm like, she's a mix. Health results would be hard. And anyway, so we are training them. They can do sit, they can do stay, as long as you have treats and down. Rupert is doing excellent on his walks. He is just a little dream. In fact, Dad is out walking him right now. Dad has no trouble walking Rupert. Sophia, on the other hand, is a beast. She pulls like crazy. She thinks she's training for the Iditarod single-handedly to pull a sleigh through.
You need the puppy chariots.
Yeah. Anyway, so we are working on that. In fact, I just got a prong collar. We tried that yesterday. She does not like it. She was not thrilled with it, but she was showing some improvement. So we'll work on her today. I've already had her out for her long walk. They're up to 40-minute walks. And by the time I get her back, she's actually tired, which is good because, like right now, she's laying down licking Gwen's toes.
I had to stop her from getting too interested in the charger cord for my laptop because she's already chewed up 2 of them.
Yes, they will. They're puppies and they will chew anything they can get hold of. So we have to, as they say, set them up for success, which means don't leave stuff lying around. So that was, that's basically been the news around here. We are just waiting on stuff. We're going to send in our taxes by mail instead of taking them down, so it's going to take longer. Everything takes longer, but that's kind of what's going on with the world.
Yep.
For me.
I have finally started training for management, which they said I would start way back in like July, but I have 3 more weeks of it, including this week. Well, this coming week. And yeah, I already got my raise for it, so I'm happy about that. And yeah.
So you've gone to 2 classes so far.
Yes.
And there's a total of 6?
5 or 6, I think.
Okay. So anyway, the raise was very nice.
Yeah.
It was a surprise for her.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't going to get it till the end of the classes.
Yeah. Which is good because she has to replace something.
The windshield.
Yes.
Because I didn't listen to Mom.
Oh, new flash. Mom might know what she's talking about when she says, you see that chip there? Go call him and have him fix the chip before it's, well, now it's...
Yeah.
So she's getting that fixed.
Yep.
And let's see, what else has gone on?
I don't remember what we were talking about the last time we talked to y'all, so I can't tell you what's different. But
Okay, well,
we have been reading books.
yeah.
Mom has been reading weird books. I guess I've been reading weird books too, but differently weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I read a lot of the cheapy little things on Kindle, the little romances with paranormal stuff like dragons and vampires and
aliens.
Yes.
Yeah, now, because I let her read a series on my Kindle because I have the Kindle Unlimited, it now recommends me all the weird alien romances.
And let's see, our internet has been a little flaky. We've been getting a lot of power hits, especially at night, and that knocks out the internet, and then you have to reset it and do all this stuff. And sometimes it comes up, and sometimes it takes quite a while. So I started reading some hardback books, rereading some hardback books, and I'm reading the Black Jewel series by, I can't remember her name, Anne something. Anyway, so I read 2 of those that I had sitting on my bookshelf, and that was good because the stuff you read on Kindle is not well written. It's just not. It doesn't come close to what you come into with a good hardback book author. So, yeah. Unless it's an author who's already made it in the hardback market, the writing is not going to be as good in the Kindle. That's just been my experience. they just.
You are reading the free books, though.
Oh yeah.
That might
I
have
read
an
it.
effect on the quality.
No, they're there anyway. But yeah, and so a lot of the book publishers are so backed up right now. One of the series that I was following was supposed to come out a year and a half ago, and it's just going to come out in May this year. So the authors have been starving because their books weren't getting published, and they can't turn around and sell them to Kindle or anything because they've already been under contract. And so if you're going to buy a hardback book, you're going to support somebody. So anyway, what have you been reading?
I have finished 7 books so far this year. The one I liked the most was This Is How You Lose the Time War. I liked the title. That's why I read the book in the first place. But it is about 2 agents from rival sides of the Time War who fall in love through letters they write each other. It's very interesting.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much it, I think. We've been staying fairly healthy. Haven't been going out, haven't been socializing, just staying home, which is keeping us healthy. There hasn't even been a cold. We haven't even had colds, so that's what total isolation does. But we keep busy with the dogs, and Dad works on his computer a lot. He's working down in the shed a lot on his woodworking skills. He found a small sawmill that can supply him with wood of the quality and quantity that he wants. He wants small quantities of high quality, so he can get them there, and he likes that. So problem is it tires him out. He's always sharpening and sharpening and sharpening, and then he's trying to plane and plane and plane, and then he's tired. He's done for the day. And that's just to be expected, I guess.
Yep.
He's got a doctor's appointment this month, and I don't have a doctor's appointment until April, so we'll see how that goes. And that's about it.
Yep.
So I guess we will see you the next time we see you.
Yep.
All right. Clutter
Bye.
and chaos out for now.